After a while, their timers ended, and they had tied with an equal number of 87,630 chips. Lu was happy because they didn't lose, and Sakamoto said they wanted to go home. But Wu-Tang stopped them, saying they needed to play one more round of poker for the tiebreaker. Sakamoto said he had never learned to play poker. Wu-Tang, irritated, asked what game they knew, and Lu suggested one. They ended up playing Old Maid. To make the game fair, Wu-Tang added 2 more players from his men. The game was simple. Whoever held the Old Maid at the end would lose. Shin was happy because their game was now simple, and Sakamoto said he often played it with his family. Lu said she was excited to play. Wu-Tang, however, was irritated because he felt they were ruining the moment. Shin became very confident as they started playing because it was easy for him to win by reading the minds of their opponents. The players glanced at each other, and Lu suddenly started sobbing while looking at her deck of cards. Shin and Sakamoto were surprised because it was obvious that Lu had the Old Maid. Wu-Tang had the first turn and drew a card from Lu's hand. He said he would take the game seriously even though Lu was his opponent, but every time Wu-Tang picked a card that wasn't the Old Maid, Lu would cry and move her cards. And when he was about to draw the Old Maid, Lu would be happy. In the end, Wu-Tang drew the Old Maid to stop Lu from crying. Shin and Sakamoto couldn't believe what happened. Now it was Shin's turn to draw from Wu-Tang's hand. While Shin was confidently choosing which card to draw, Wu-Tang suddenly asked him if he could read minds. Wu-Tang then explained that a person has 3 levels of consciousness: the conscious, the semi-conscious, and the subconscious. He asked Shin how deep he could read. Shin, Sakamoto, and Lu were shocked, and Wu-Tang told Shin to draw a card so he could test his intuition. But Shin became even more nervous because he wasn't sure if Wu-Tang was bluffing. When Shin tried to draw a card and read Wu-Tang's mind, he was overwhelmed by the simultaneous calculations happening in Wu-Tang's mind. Shin's brain short-circuited due to information overload, comparable to looking at a magnifying glass pointed directly at the sun. Because of this, Wu-Tang realized his suspicion was correct. Shin could only read minds that verbalized thoughts inside the brain and couldn't understand Wu-Tang's sophisticated internal monologue.